And now for video number 2, the kind of sequence to BMW 1 is, boom, BMW 2. I really wasn't looking for this, but when I found it and for the price, I just couldn't resist. I had to buy it. So this one, what you're looking at, is a 1998. I'm going to walk around the other car here, so I'm going to get forward. Anyway, this is a 1998 E38 BMW 740iL, and it's not too bad. It's got a couple of nicks and scratches like normal, and that window tint's got to go away on the back window. But the actual car itself, though, is a whole lot better. Sorry about the shaky camera. And the one I have, and I love the AC. Man, those wheels is what I was wanting to do for mine, and they're kind of expensive. These aren't perfect, but they're fine. I mean, they look so much better on these cars anyway. And I guess a stroller comes with it or two. Anyway, it's dirty. Looks like they put through grass clippings in here or whatever, but the actual interior is just so much better than mine, and it does not stink like mine does. So, as probably the previous video described, I wished I could actually let you smell it. I've actually got it to start a couple of times. I think the fuel pump is bad. I'm not going to mess with it right now. I got a new fuel pump in that blue one. I can't get it to start and run. It does have a few more miles on it than mine does. I've checked pretty much everything in the car, though. Sunroof opens, the windows go up and down, the seats move, the radio works. Most of the pixels actually are reading. It actually says there. Mine, you can't even read it. I might have shown you in the last video. I'm actually making this one before the first one because it's over at the shop building, and I'm taking this over there. I just picked this up yesterday from Tulsa. I actually found it on one of the Facebook suggested pages, Euro cars or something. I can't remember what it said now. Anyway, I was stumbling through there and come across this one. It had a really odd price, so I wasn't sure if it was an actual legitimate thing for sale, or if it's something a dealer sometimes puts on there, because I've seen those. So they put a really odd price down, like on Craigslist, and it's supposed to be for not, dealers aren't supposed to be on there, but when you see the price, it's either a scam or some dealers put it on there and that's the money down or something, not actual price of the car. It's usually a really stupid number, and that's what this was. It was listed for like $437, and then it has scratched out, it says now $393, and it's like, there's no way this car is going for 400 bucks. There's just no way. And so I contacted the guy with one of the basic Facebook things, like, is this car still available or something like that. And like I said, it's got a few dents and scratches. I don't know if you can see those. I can see them pretty good here. It could use a buffing. I can't see anything. I thought I saw it going the other way, and I'll do that because the car has sat for quite a while. The story was, when I finally did get, let me stop jumping around. When I got a hold of the guy, he says yes, it's still available, and I said, well, I said, that's an odd price. I'd like to come look at it. And he shot something back really goofy. And I thought, well, and I saw his name was Oriental, and I thought, well, maybe he's not been here that long. So I just happened to look up his Facebook page, and it says he lives in California. And it's like, okay, now I know this is, something's not right here. So, but I told him, I said, I'd like to come down and look at it if you're in Broken Arrow, which is where this car was. And he says, yes. I'm in Broken Arrow, and I said, can you give me a basic idea? And the map that showed him where he sent it from is actually what it kind of showed on the map on there. So, all right. I said, well, I can't make it tonight. I said, it'd be tomorrow sometime, or the day after, whatever it was, on a Monday. He said, yeah, that's fine. I said 11 o'clock. So I drove. I get a hold of him Monday morning before I left. I said, I need an exact address, and he gives it to me, and I bring it up on Google Maps, and then brought it to Street View, and doggone, there was that car sitting in the driveway. So I thought, all right, well, it's at least the car that matches the picture matches this. I get down, a really nice Oriental guy and his wife, and it was he had actually moved here from California, or Oklahoma, in '05, and like I said, from California, and then he drove the car several years. He had it from, that's where it came from originally, and he drove it for several years, and then his dad moved there, needed something to drive, and he let him drive it and put it in his dad's name in 2010. His dad drove it until he was getting to where the car was starting to give him issues and started smoking, and so they quit driving it. Plus his dad was getting to the point where he couldn't drive it anymore, and so in 13 they quit driving it, and it's sat in his driveway ever since. And Oklahoma, I think I've told you this on previous videos, the tag stays with the car. I did on my wagon, I think, when I did it 68, and then 13 was the last time it was May of 13 was the last time it was tagged. Now Oklahoma is a lot cheaper to tag than Kansas. I have 6 right now, and most of them, I mean, the newest one's 14, then it goes down to 2001, and then some of them are, you know, dating back into the 70s and 80s, and they're still charging me over $600 for those. I don't have the Mustang on yet because I'm still getting it ready, but anyway, at this point I'm still getting it ready. By the time the video comes out, it's probably going to be done. But anyway, long story short though, this is the car. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the motor out of my 97 and put in this 98, and the taillights, of course, are both pretty bad shape, and I put those new LEDs in mine because they were terrible shape too. Like I said, I did get this car to start. It's got 197,000. My blue one, if I haven't mentioned, has got 155. I've drove it 2,500 miles, mostly in town. It's done really good. The car runs good. Like I said before, it's just so ugly. I mean, there's no other words for it. I didn't tell my wife I was getting this. She got home last night and was sitting on the trailer just like you see it. I'd washed it up and stuff and sitting here, and she come in there. She says, "Where'd that car come from?" And I said, "Well," I said, "I just bought it." And the first thing she said, "It's beautiful." So that's a good thing because she hates that blue one. And it's like I told her, I said, "It's the exact same car, just with different wheels and the clear coat coming off." And she said, "I don't care. This is much better looking." So, and then all of a sudden she's kind of laid hands on it. She kind of wants it now. So we'll see how that works out, because the actual goal was I was trying to get rid of a car instead of gaining, and I'm needing money for that one. So my plan was to clean this one up and put my other motor in there, because I've done all the rest of the work to it. I've already explained on the last one what I've put into it, and so this thing ought to be, you know, boom, done. And I was going to try to sell it. So I don't know if that's going to happen now or not. We'll kind of play it out. But anyway, I'll keep you kind of posted on how this project goes. I've always been a BMW fan. I've had several of them, and my dad's got a beautiful Z3 Roadster, real low mileage, silver and black top, black interior, beautiful car. I'm hoping to end up with that someday. Probably not, but I'm hoping. Kind of see how this plays out. I don't need any more cars at this time, and I have so many other projects going, but this one won't be that big of a deal. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on this. Talk to you later.